Okay, hello, my friends. Jimmy Morson here. It's a great day for breakthrough. I got my boy Bryan Ellis here. I'm really excited about this. I'm really excited. Welcome, Bryan. Thanks for joining me today. Um, I'm really glad to have you, man, because you know I've called this Jimmy Interviews star producer Bryan Ellis, and there's two reasons for that. One, because he is a star music producer. And number two, because he's my star producer in my team in ILN, Internet Lifestyle Network. So I'm really glad to have you, man. Welcome.
What's up, man? I think it's a little echo. I got it. I got
It's a
this
little.
open on the screen.
All right,
Yeah, man, it's
cool.
good to be on, man. It's been a while, man. It's been like what, about a year, maybe?
Yeah, definitely,
Oh, no,
definitely.
October, I think we met.
Yeah, it was. It was. Wow,
Yeah, it was like
crazy,
October.
crazy. So,
Yep.
introduce yourself, man, and tell us a bit of your story.
So my name's Bryan Ellis. Everybody knows me as V Kush Beats. I'm a music producer. As far as the music goes, I've been producing since I want to say 93, 94. Worked for a few record labels, interned at Loud Records, interned at the at Wu Tang, and a couple smaller labels, indie labels. But as far as the marketing thing goes, about a year ago, I was in another company, which is where I met you at an event, and
Yeah, yeah.
I was having success, moderate success. We came back from that event, linked up on Facebook, and got down with you, and it's been on ever since, man. It's been pretty cool though. I've been having success, so it's always good when you're having success.
Definitely. Definitely, man. Definitely. And what was it that, well, I mean, just tell people a bit about Internet Lifestyle Network from your perspective and what it was that made you kind of jump into it.
For me, it was the well, first of all, it was Mark Hoverson's training. That was number one. Because of my business, because of I do music, I market online constantly, and just having that training, it helps me with my primary business, and that's pretty much how I make my money is through my music. So it made me a better marketer, and I mean that's basically what it is. It's the training. The training is awesome, and the community is awesome too because a lot of these companies it's kind of fractured, and the way that this is set up is like we're extremely interactive with each other, and when you need help, somebody there to help you, you can get a question answered. There's always some hangout going on for you can learn something, and that's kind of what got me because I'm on hangouts all the time. I'm watching hangouts or I'm on panels, so just getting that knowledge and taking notes and taking action.
Definitely, definitely. And I think it's cool how you can utilize the training for whatever business you're doing. Do you know what I mean? It's like this, Ireland's not about, yeah, join our movement and everyone else, everything else needs to go. It's like, hey, look, if you're in five other businesses and you just need some marketing, entrepreneurial advice, jump in and do this. And I know you kind of promote other stuff as well. Um, but you are still kind of my top producer in my team, man. So I guess the main focus of this today is just I wanted to just dig into your brain a little bit. One of the things that we're all about in Internet Lifestyle Network is just providing value for people. And I think a lot of people get online and they just think, okay, how am I going to market my business? Let me just fling on 50 links in a million different places and hope for the best. And there's very little success. But getting into ILN and realizing that everybody in there is just providing value on a regular basis. And sometimes people don't even tell you what company they're in. They're just posting stuff that's really beneficial. And like you said, a lot of Mark Hoverson's training is really powerful. So it's just like grabbing nuggets from that and just sharing it. And people are just blown away by it. And they come asking you for the link. And that's what I love about it. But I guess like I want you to just break down, just so we can be value providers, break down for everybody who's watching this and gonna watch this. What is it that you do? Break down your strategy. What is it that you do to bring people into your business inside ILN?
Okay, for me, first off, I had to figure out who my target market was, and for a long time, I really didn't know. I used to just go after marketers, and I realized that it's not really it wasn't working for me that way. So I had to figure out, okay, who am I looking for? And what I did was I basically just looked at myself in the mirror and I said, okay, well, I'm an African American male. I'm a father. I'm a husband. Um, I'm struggling with certain bills. I'm struggling with certain things in my life. I make music, and I literally went after people who were musicians, struggling to make it, had kids, and those are the things that we can relate on. So most of the people on my team are going to be like that, male or female. We kind of have the same thing. Most of my people on my team are producers also, so it's easy for me to relate to the problems that they're having. So
Right.
it's just a conversation. And then as far as me posting on my wall, I don't really like to post links so much. It's mostly like a motivational quote, or if it's just something that I'm going through. Like I post a lot of things about my life. So if I'm going through something, some type of situation, whether it's positive or negative, I'll post it on there, and the people who relate to it, they like it, they comment, and that's it. And then they see the success that I'm having from, when I get signups and I talk to people. I
Mm.
give props to those people, because those people are it's not really me changing their. It's like people say, oh, you're changing lives. It's not really that. It's just exposing people to the things that they want and them taking action and changing their lives, and me just helping them get to that point. And that's kind of how
Mm.
I look at it. It's not. I don't take it so personal. Like I'm that guy. It's just I'm just helping people get to what they already want. And ILN helps me do that because it's so easy to actually do. I mean, the training is there. That's one thing, but there's a deeper and emotional connection to like kind of what we do. You know what I mean? When you take it to a level where you're speaking to someone who's the same as you or has the same goals as you, you create friends. I mean,
Mm.
like literally, you create friends. I don't want to work with people who I'm not friends with, and that's kind of why I go after people who are similar to myself. So it just makes it a lot easier to connect and build. And that's basically what it's about. It's just building leaders. That's really what I'm trying to do. Just build leadership.
That's awesome, man. And have you found that the people that you've brought in have been people who have already done some kind of marketing online, or are they just kind of fresh newbies that are just getting started?
Um,
Both.
Lately, the people I brought in have all this is their first time, and it was crazy because I've brought in maybe 4 people in the last week, and they've all got their first 2 or 3 signups in their first week. Which and it literally it's because when they start up, I just kind of tell them the same thing I do. Look for somebody who's similar to you and has the same problems that you've had coming in, and they're gonna relate to you no matter what. You don't
Yeah.
have to pitch them. You don't have to sell them. You don't have to talk anybody. You don't have to convince anybody in anything, because everybody wants to live a life of abundance. Everybody wants to have. So you don't have to convince people into what they already want. You just put the offer in front of them, let them know that you're there to help them, and that's it. But me making signups is one thing, but to see people doing what I'm showing them and them actually converting and getting signups and building their own teams, that's kind of like it feels better to me to do that because I know that it's working, and then and their lives are changing.
Definitely, definitely. And yeah, exactly. And that's why I wanted to interview you today because, for you being on my team, it's like, I'm proud of the fact that I can boast about the fact that you're making a killing, just doing it. And that makes me happy, man. Like, it's so frustrating. I've been in companies where you're constantly, you're trying to get people in, and when they get in, they just struggle and there's no duplication, and after a while they're dropping out because they're like, "Oh, I don't know what I'm doing." And you just kind of think, what on earth, how are we going to make this ever grow? So just to be able to bring people in and just see them building immediately is just incredible. It's an incredible feeling. That's what I love about this. So that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you as well. So how do you go about, just to be really really practical? How do you go about finding the people that are like-minded or like you?
Um, Facebook, man. Facebook graph search. I
Yeah.
I mean, I can tell you exactly how I do it. I'll go on Facebook, go to graph search, and um I'll type in this in the graph search bar, people who work at or people who work at music as or at music production, and it'll pop up a list of about 300 and something thousand people that are music producers. And on in graph search you can target it to men, women, and I just kind of dwindle it down to like people in my age group, and then and work it from there and just send them a message. I just send them a message saying, yo, I see you're into music production, so am I. I'd love to connect with you and build and see if we can network and share some strategies. And literally, that's it. I probably hit, I want to say 30 people a day, sometimes maybe 40, but that's about it. And you know, it goes into the other folder, but people connect back with me and they add me as a friend. We speak, and that's it. I mean, they really just look at my wall and kind of see what I post, and then they ask, you know, what else I'm into, and I just tell them, like, you know, I do network marketing on the side as far as well as production, and then they ask, well, what is that? And I just kind of just let them know, like, look, you know, it's just some supplemental income, and it's actually just a way to help us market what we already do. And that's kind of how I pitch it to them. Like, look, if you're having trouble marketing your beats or your music, check it out. And if you need any help, hit me up and I'll help you get right. And that's it, man. It's just a message. I just send a Facebook message. I don't really do paid advertising at all. It's just I just connect with people and that's it.
Yeah, yeah. That's cool, man. That is so cool. So, I mean, essentially what you're saying is anybody can do this, man. It's not, you know, it's not rocket science. You don't have to take a 10-week course in order to get started, right? It's just like message some people on Facebook that are like you. I love that.
Like, literally that training that I got is in when you first get in Island, that is the training that they show you right from the beginning. Like, it's not like I made it up. I didn't make it up. It's just I went in, seen this training, applied it to my niche, and it worked. I mean, that's all it was.
Exactly. Cool, man. Okay, well, just one other quick question. Obviously, we don't want to make this too long, but what would you say has been kind of some key takeaways from just some of the training that you've picked up inside ILN?
For me, the main thing is basically just it's the connection thing. Is once you know who your avatar is and who you're looking for, it's just being humble, taking action, and just doing the training. As long as you do the training, you're gonna see success. Like a lot of times, and be consistent with it. You know, don't do it once and then when it doesn't work for you, say, oh, this doesn't work. You got to be consistent with it. And I think that's what I've learned just in life in general is if you're not going to be consistent with it, you're not going to have the success that you want. And don't get discouraged. Like,
yeah.
Just because somebody says no doesn't mean that everybody's going to say no.
Yeah.
And that's all it is. It's just being consistent. I like to study. So when it comes to the trainings, I take notes. I mean, I have notebooks, like a gang of notebooks over here just full of notes from just me training, and that's what it is, man. You just take action, take notes, connect with people, connect with like-minded people, and you're gonna have success. It's not hard at all. Like when they say like make your first $20 in 24 hours, I think I did it in like my first 6 hours when I got my first sign up. So it didn't take long.
Exactly.
It just goes from you taking action. And like I said, for the people on my team that are new, to see them actually get their first sign up so fast, and then all I did was say, look, go to the training. If you got any questions, ask me. They went to the training, they started taking action, they got their first sign-ups in that first week, and it's like, it works. I mean, just taking action and being consistent and just believing that you can do it. Like, most people come in and they're not certain that they can do it, so they ask things and they say, well, I'll try it out. If you just want to try it out, you already believe it's not going to work. Like, you have to come into this business certain that it's going to work. It's not, I'm going to try this, like, I'm going to make this work no matter what. And that's kind of the mentality that I have, and I try and instill that in the people that I work with. Like, look, don't try it out, it's going to work. And that's how that mentality, man, and it works.
Exactly.
It works more often than not.
Definitely. And I think I guess one key thing that I've learned from you as being somebody that's, you know, kind of, you joined me, and I think I've just seen that you're committed to it. Like you said, you've been consistent. You know, whenever I've put something out, you know, for the rest of the team members, just to say, look, we're going to do a hangout, or, you know, we're going to do some training, or jump on this training, it's happening now. You're always there. And I recognize that. I noticed that. And, you know, like, props to you for that, man, because, you know, it shows that you want this. You know, it shows that you want this. It shows that you're serious about your business, and, you know, you're ready to make things happen. And that's why you're seeing results, because you're there. You show up daily, and you take action and you do it. You know, and I know you're a busy guy. I know you're always in the studio. You've got your own team members to deal with. You've got other business things that you're doing. So like, there's no excuse really. You know, a lot of people make excuses and they're like, well, I work a job, or you know, I can't really make it today. I've got family. You've got family, right? So it's
Definitely, I
like,
got kids and a wife. I mean, I'm in the studio. Like this is crazy. Like people like they say like, oh, they do this and they don't want to have a 9 to 5. Or most people are like, we don't live a laptop lifestyle. Okay, and I understand it. You know what I mean?
mm,
I don't have a day job, but my job is music. So I'm in the studio every night from midnight to 8 in the morning. That's an 8-hour shift. It's a
yeah,
job. You know what I mean? But it's what I want to do. You know what I mean? It's not something that I don't want to do. So when I'm there for 8 hours, I can stay there for 12 hours because I love being in the studio. So it's not that big of a deal for me. And that's kind of what it is. When you get to a certain point, if you're passionate about something, just go for that. Talk about that. Go after your passion, because it's not work at that point.
yeah.
And that's what it is, man. It's just do what you want to do, and it's never going to be work for you ever.
Definitely, definitely. That's awesome, man. Well, bro, thank you so much for coming on. Do you want to just let people know where they can catch you, where they can find you?
Um, on Facebook is vkushbeats, facebook.com/vkushbeats, and my blog is bryanellislifestyle.com. I just want to thank you for actually, when we connected, this is how random it was. We connected, and it was just an MC rhyming on a videotape that we had filmed, and then we got back, and I just hit you on Facebook, and we did a couple like products together, and then beta tested a couple of products, and you hit me with
Yeah,
the link, and I was like, but it was a connection. That's what it is, like
yeah,
genuine connection. That's why it works. I didn't ask questions. I didn't ask you what is this and how does this go. It's just when you have a genuine connection with somebody, you don't have to ask those types of questions.
definitely.
You just get in and make it work. And I just want to thank you for even getting me involved, because I love this company. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's
I
a
love
pleasure,
your
man. It's a
business,
pleasure. Definitely, definitely. Man, hey, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you being on the team and being a part of this. So, hey, everybody wins.
man. Yeah,
Um,
that's it.
Oh man, well, I've got nothing else to say. What we'll do is, obviously this is recorded. Hopefully it's all recorded. It looks like it's recording, so it's all good. So we'll have this to kind of share. You know, you can put all your links underneath and just promote it to wherever you want to do. And I'm
Definitely.
sure people will join up because, Bryan's awesome. Our movement is awesome. We're part of the Limitless Lifestyle movement, and like we're doing big
Yeah,
things, man. Like our leaders are kind of just hitting the leaderboards every week. So
killing.
it's the place to be, man. It's the place to be. So,
Definitely.
any closing thoughts before we go?
For everybody who's watching, just take action, and believe in yourself, because you can do this. It's not hard at all. You can do this. Just take action.
No doubt, no doubt. Cool, Bryan. Thank you for being on here.
No
Appreciate you, bro.
problem, bro.
And
Appreciate you too, man.
yeah, man. And we'll connect on Facebook.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thanks,
All
guys,
right,
for
bro.
tuning in. We'll speak to you soon. Blessings.
Peace.